Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Malik, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. But today I'm going to be talking about the news of this week. First off, let me start by Carmelo Anthony, possible trade options. So this week we found too many rumors about Carmelo Anthony going, which is possibly going to happen because Knicks don't really feel comfortable with Carmelo anymore. So back when he got traded from Denver in 2011, he signed a contract which was a $126 million contract with the Knicks. So you are guessing that he needs a really big contract. So that gets us back to our point, which is Houston. So there was a rumor about Houston getting Carmelo, and I see why you guys really want Carmelo, but it's just not gonna happen. You have too many salary cap. You have CP3. You have Harden's just coming off with his biggest contract ever, and is the biggest contract in NBA history, even bigger than Stephen Curry, which one we thought was gonna be the biggest one. So back we go to the Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum recruiting type of Trailblazers coming to. So I can see why that is coming from too. So you have Allen Crabbe, your starting small forward, who's averaging 10.7 points, and you have Carmelo Anthony, who's averaging 22.4 points. Yeah, well, that is pretty good. But when you compare them between each other, you see that Carmelo Anthony's clearly much better. He's a star, not in his prime, but he's good. And that brings us to why Carmelo Anthony is going to be traded or is going to sign with another team his next free agency. So I do not expect Carmelo Anthony to sign with really, really big teams, like big franchise teams, next free agency, because you have stars in the next free agency like LeBron James, Paul George, and all of them, the two I just listed are small forwards. So if a team is running behind a player like LeBron James or Paul George, you need to be aware he's not going to go anywhere else other than teams that are not as big of a franchise. I'm not saying that your team is bad. My team isn't a big franchise. My favorite team isn't a big franchise, but it's my favorite team. So you need to be aware that Carmelo Anthony isn't going to sign with big teams next free agency, even if a team tries to get rid of him. So I feel bad for Carmelo Anthony. He wants to be on a playoff team. He wants to win a championship. The championship he never got. He's 34. He's going to be 35. And I don't know. A team isn't running behind him as much as Portland. So it is a possible trade option that Portland might get Carmelo Anthony. So now let me go back to the biggest news ever that just came out yesterday. So I was literally chilling on my phone thinking about a video idea, and I just came up with Carmelo Anthony. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna record my voiceover, and I'm gonna upload that tomorrow. What happened was I got a notification from Bleacher Report and the other, other sport news I follow and stuff. So what happened was it said Kyrie Irving wants out of Cleveland because LeBron James apparently is taking over his shine and over his career, whatever. He wants to spend his career in a good team that he can be the best player on that team. I don't blame him. He's a star point guard and deserves to be on a team that isn't judging him for how he plays, since he's their best player. So let's bring back to the point where Kyrie is a star and he wants to literally be the best player on that team. I don't blame him. As I said, he's a top 3 pick and he got it. Like he's got talent and he's got potential. He wants to show it on a team who's not a championship contender, and he wants to show that he can carry a team. Even though I know when LeBron wasn't there, they lost games and games and games. But he wants to improve himself, and this guy is real. I give him props for this. He wants to start a new chapter. He's not a snake. For me, he's not a snake. Not because he may go to the Suns or anything. I'm not gonna bandwagon for him or anything, but he's just, at least he's not gonna go and sign with another team in his free agency. Who knows? I'm not saying that he may not sign with another team in his free agency. Period. But like he asked the Cavs to trade him, and if they don't trade him, he has no option. He's gonna stay with the Cavs, and he's gonna show he has to win another ring. And if the Cavs do win another ring next season, then he's probably staying with them. I don't know. I know that's kind of weird, but I just have to say that he may stay with them because of the ring. But I don't blame him for doing that. So, possible trade options. A non-playoff team like Denver. Probably not Brooklyn because they have D'Lo. New York Suns. And let me go back to that again. Other than these teams, there were rumors that Kyrie would go to the Spurs. But it's kind of weird because who are you going to trade to get the same value that Kyrie used to do? So Spurs don't have picks since they're literally like they were the second seed in the West last season. So you're not going to give them picks because most of their picks are late first round picks or second round picks. So that doesn't make sense. Or are you going to give the players LaMarcus Aldridge? Old? Nope. Kyrie's just 25. You're going to get an old player and he's going to end up retiring sooner or later and going back to the Spurs to retire there. Or the team he was in his prime at. So let's go back to Tony Parker. Nope. Are you kidding me? Like, he's not in his prime. Let's go back to Kawhi Leonard. You're not going to give up your star player to get a questionable star player who may be a bad player, and your team is going to fall down literally in chemistry, and your team is literally going to be bad. So Spurs out of the list, not happening. But now he wanted to go to the Heat. Man, I can see that happening. You don't have really good point guards there. Like no one's like Kyrie there. So I can see that happening. Denver, maybe. You only have Emmanuel Mudiay, and he's not as good as Kyrie. Is he? Nope, he's not. Now let's go back to the Suns. Okay, so I've always wanted to talk about this trade. Everyone wanted this trade, even before Kyrie wanted to trade off Cleveland. So we are a bad team. We didn't make the playoffs in so long, and we have picks. We have draft picks. And if you didn't know, we were the last seed in the West, so that's pretty bad to get good picks. But we were screwed over in the 2016 and the 2017 draft. But that doesn't make us a bad team. Cleveland hasn't gotten a draft pick that's actually valuable since so long, since LeBron came and the team got better. So I can see Denver, Suns, New York now. He wants to go to New York, but you're gonna give Carmelo Anthony, who's gonna end up on the bench, and it's not gonna be happening. And some draft picks, no, that's not valuable enough. Sorry guys, that's a little sound. That's not valuable enough for Kyrie's place. So I'm guessing that Suns and Heat are like the better options and the better place for him, other than Spurs. Spurs is just a dumb thing. And non-playoff teams, be happy because you may find your Kyrie on your team sooner or later. Who knows which team he's gonna go to, but hopefully he goes to a team that can really make some competition in the NBA at least and make it better. So my conclusion is Kyrie isn't going to go to a playoff team. He wants to be on a team that he can lead and he can be that face of the franchise. Everyone's like, oh my god, who's your favorite player? Oh yeah, Kyrie Irving. So I don't blame him, as I said. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you want more of these videos, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you later.